What's up? What's up? What's up? It is me. It is me, your girl Laborly, aka Cat Lee, and you have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast. Don't play with us. Listen, today. Okay, good, good, good. I was hoping you was gonna get in there and let me know what was up today. All right. So it's a few things you may have seen, but the one thing that you need to see right now, cause some. Okay, all right. I'm waiting on you. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking to Doc. He just left a comment on the thing. But listen. So some changes have been made to how we're gonna do this. Because normally I would come on and I would say, um, you know, my welcomes, my salutations. And then I would say today is as I normally do. And normally I would say today is Wet and Wired Wednesday. But I after careful consideration and a nice conversation with my compadre here that's gonna come on the screen pretty soon. I, we came to the agreement, and it should be a wiretap because we have not been wet in a minute because of all the stuff that's been going on. So this, when we talk about court cases and get into the nitty gritty, we will only call this segment of the show the wiretap. Now, if we're getting into the more salacious and juicy conversation, then we will go back to Wet and Wired. But I just I really do feel like it's more fitting for us to just plus if you pay attention to how the show goes. On Tuesday we do the tap in, so it just transitioned in very well. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, new outfit for Wednesdays. We'll put it like that. It's a new outfit for Wednesdays. There's a couple of things that I have to say before I get started because it's much. Mari Doc just came in the building. It's much to be said today. So much to be said today. It's crazy. So before I get started, let me say this. Please join the conversation. We love when other people join the conversation, give their perspective. Um, it's a wonderful thing. The world should be about communication. So how do you communicate? You have a conversation. Drop a comment. You can call in. The number is 443-780-5978. Again, the number is 443-780-5978. You can also text that number and I will read your text out loud. Know that if you call in, you will be live on air. You can ask me to drop the link. I might. Maybe. I don't know. Some of y'all are weirdos. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I gotta think about it. If you would like to come on the show, talk to us about some business, you got some gab you want to spread my way so I can spread it to the rest of the world. You just want to say hi, hit us up, contact at ambitiouslyent.com, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need all that. We need all that. And check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Oh my gosh, everything is going off over here. So let me get to the nitty gritty of what we're gonna get to. Let me bring my boo Doc in here real quick. Hold on one second. Hi, Doc, honey.
What up, Kat? How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Lovely to see you again today.
Lovely to see you. I seen the new drip, the new shine, the new flex, the new
Yeah,
clothing, the new whatever you want to call it, the new
new
outfit.
outfit. Yeah, the new outfit for Wednesdays. You feel me? Because like it just, I can't keep putting Wet and Wired up there, and we're not really wet and wired. We're
Okay.
really more wired than anything. And so I did agree with your point of view of we should call it the wiretap. I did like that because we do roll in from the Tuesday show, which is the tap in,
Mm-hmm.
into the Wednesday show, which
Look, and then it goes with you have a fire Friday, then every once in a while you have a smoke break.
right. You feel
The
me? Right.
synergy. You got to coordinate.
It's gotta coordinate. Coordinate. Oh yeah. So all right. Boom. I ain't even gonna do the commercial today because it's so much to get into this evening. I know you heard, and
The
if not,
grand jury situation.
oh yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna make sure we're on the same page about.
oh yeah. Not only the grand jury situation, but did you have by chance a opportunity to read the Rolling Stone article?
No, I did not.
Oh baby, you
Uh,
thinking? Whew,
it's. I'm gonna try to look it up real quick. If you give me a second while you do what you need, I'm gonna try to pull it.
okay, because I'm gonna give you we got options today. Well, we're gonna get into a little bit, but the Rolling Stone article is so long that
Oh,
it would take um a show. Now, what I want to say is this: there are certain areas of that article that I wouldn't read out loud because I've already read the court documents out loud.
okay.
And so some things in that article they just reiterate some of the things that we've already discussed. So it's just like I could probably skim through those parts real quick. But there's some extra tea in there. So apparently what happened was they got 50 people to sit down and talk with them that aren't the people suing him. This man has 8 court cases right now. 8.
Mm-hmm.
8.
Eight. Eight.
And that's not with the one that he's included in. 8 was his name at the top of the paperwork. 8. 9 if you count the one that we're on tonight.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm kind of for sure certain they're not done. I'm just kind of for certain that we're not finished here. I think he's done with for sure. For
Oh
certain.
yeah.
Like it's
Oh, I
no,
can't read it.
it won't let you read it.
Well, no, I just see the title thing, which the title is a very attention grabbing. I would say that it says for the title itself, "Bad Boy for Life," Sean Combs, History of Violence.
Mm-hmm. It's a
So
lot.
that's yes.
It's a lot. But so they got 50 people to sit down and have discussions. I'll give a quick synopsis. That way we'll go through the whole article later, but they got 50 people, different people from different areas and aspects of this man's life, professionally, um, little outside things. And it's like now even those people feel comfortable with talking about who this guy is.
Because
Now,
I think because they know it's this big now that it's like, oh, I can still be the one person that says something, but I won't be isolated as the only person that says something.
right. And I won't be in danger because I was the only one person that said
Yeah.
something. It's so big now, he couldn't speaking of that, well, I'll get to that in a minute, but it's so big now that he couldn't make a move because the spotlight is on him.
True.
Yeah, he could call in some favors, but they're watching him. So anybody who he's associated with, streetwise, I'm just being real because I know the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to rock with that right now. If you get out of this shit later and you still got some money, you might could pull it off, but then that's stupid then.
That's a risk. That's a risk.
You feel me? So right now, I feel like a lot more people are coming out because they're a little less intimidated.
Yeah.
Because if you go throughout the article for the people that they did speak to, a lot of people was like, "Yo, he was a tool. He was a piece of work. He was very aggressive. He was never like he knew how to turn it on and turn it off." They are also people that talk about now we in party mode. Somebody said within this article that they had went to a party. I mean, they had went and hung out. They was hanging out, him, Cassie, him and his peoples, and they got so uncomfortable with how he was aggressively yelling at Cassie that they got up and they left. And I'm just thinking the idea of that. So you saw me going through this, and you just left, just left me there.
I mean,
and called the police. You just ain't think about me no more after you walked out the door. So you don't know what happened after you walked out the door. Now y'all gone. Now he can really get in it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot within this article. A lot, like I said, a lot of, it's crazy because it reminds me of how when I believe it was New York Times. I believe it was New York Times. One of them, one of those press agencies in New York, right? Initially, it started like this with Weinstein.
Mm-hmm.
And it's two lady report. Actually, they have a movie based on their story. Where is that movie? Is it? I want to say if it's not on Netflix, it's on Prime. It's on one of those two streaming options, right? But basically, here's the story. I'm gonna give it to you. When it came down to Weinstein, right, he did some wrong to multiple people, but then that Me Too movement started.
Okay.
These two journalists from the Times went deep, and I mean deep. They traveled around the world to get the story about what that man was doing to women, because it wasn't just actresses. It was like women that did behind the scene jobs.
Mm.
Like maybe worked in wardrobe, but she happened to be very pretty. Or maybe held the boomstick so they could get the right sound. Like as long as she was pretty, he was on her. So this reminds me of how that started once they really got into it.
Mm.
Only instead of the Times, it's Rolling Stone. And when I say it's some in-depth journalism at its best, at its core. Oh yeah. So this is a very long article. So I think we're going to wrap this up tonight, and then next week we'll get in, because I want to go through this article with a fine tooth comb. So I think we're going to finish this tonight, and then we're going to get to this article next week, because it ain't going nowhere.
True.
It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere.
A funny coincidence.
What?
You said they have how many people?
And this within the article?
Or
50.
within the
50 people that they spoke to.
Who's the anti-hero?
50.
Coincidence? Coincidence maybe, or coincidence nah.
I don't know why I got so excited about that.
That's kind of funny though. That's kind of funny.
Because I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm not saying, and I had an argument about this the other day too. I'm not saying 50 is the most likable guy. I'm not saying 50 is the best person in the world. I'm not saying 50 is a saint and he's done nothing wrong. Fuck. The nigga has been shot 9 times. Of course he's done something wrong in his life. How? Him and Ja Rule kept being at each other's neck forever, and they still at each other's neck. Now it's just an old man petty level. It reminds me of grumpy old men a little bit.
Look, if you're an old man and got time and money and you already established, you can do a bunch of petty stuff.
Listen. So it's less fighting now and just more petty shit. But at the end of the day, you might not like all of these characteristics about 50, but what I will say is he ain't lied to you. He ain't lied to you yet about this dude.
True. Or far
Not
as we
one,
know. I don't want to say true, but it seems far as we know.
not anything that we can view publicly
Mm-hmm.
that we could go look up on the internet. He
Mm-hmm.
has not told one lie, and he said with such conviction. Like one interview, he like, "Oh, puff a fruit pie." Like he just said,
I don't know. I always remember the one when they interviewed him, and he's like, for some reason, he wanted to take me shopping. What kind of man
right.
goes shopping? That was my favorite one because that's the funniest one to me.
Like, yeah, yo.
That's my favorite one.
And ain't nothing about what he's saying unconvincing to me. And then Puffy gets on the radio and confirms that he said that to him. So
Yeah,
what?
I was just trying to get him fly. But if you think about it some way, that's something that I would tell a girl, I want to take you shopping. And
Right? That's
then
not what a dude says to another freaking dude.
mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to go into my philosophy right now on that
Yeah,
type of stuff right
I
there.
just had this crazy idea real quick.
Right.
It's not that crazy, but it's crazy enough, or it's cool enough, interesting enough. If you have the ability to, I think if the way you're doing the wiretap, you need that audio symbol. You done fucked up, right? And you can hit that every time. Every time something happens, you done fucked up, right?
I probably need to slide that in there real
I
quick.
think that'll be funny. I don't. You know what it is? I saw the lights that you put up, and it looked like the interrogation room lights.
Oh yeah,
On the back, and that's the scene that popped in my head. Talking about, you done fucked up, right?
right. I did that on purpose because I wanted it to be specific for what it is, what we do here on a Wednesday when it involves some nut. Oh, let me know when my words can fly.
Oh,
Some
you
nut.
good now? You good?
Oh, all right, good. When some nut shit pops up from some stupid ass that thinks that they're entitled to whatever the fuck they think they're entitled to, and then they got a court case document to follow up with it, I'm on it. So yeah, it was
You hit the
fitting.
button. You
And then I
up,
could right.
I think that's fly. I like
I
it. I
think
like
that
it.
fits. I think that fits. I think I'm gonna find that and slide that in there. So I am gonna get to the Diddler Jr.'s case in a second. But I do have to go to this part right here. It's very important because Diddler Jr. only is doing learned behavior. And he's a grown man, but when they pampered and they privileged and they feel a sense of entitlement, and the person who raised them made them feel like all of that shit is okay because that's the shit he on.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go too far from that. So the federal grand jury may soon hear from Sean Diddy Combs' accusers. So at this point, I want to say we've been saying this for weeks now. Well, ever since his houses got raided, right? There's no way in hell the federal government is using this many resources, because I had this argument too, and then I heard Benzino, little stupid ass, sitting on another podcast talking stupid shit. And I'm like, shut up, dude. Well, they investigated me for 2 years. There's nothing you could say, Benzino, that I would listen to and find credible. Now, yeah, they might have been investigating you for 2 years, but my nigga, they didn't raid your homes.
Yeah. No.
They didn't prepare a grand. They're not preparing a grand jury indictment on you. Yeah. They don't have a gang of witnesses. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna get into that too. They don't have a gang full of, more than a gang, because that's like more like an army full of witnesses sitting right, waiting, ready to testify. And they damn sure don't got the evidence that they got on this man on you, sir. You sleep with trannies behind people's back. I'm sorry.
But that's kind of the thing, that if you think about this, and this is just like simple mathematics. If the government does an investigation on you, all that really means is they think you may have done something.
Right.
And then on top of that, they have a team of lawyers that play defense lawyers. So whatever they think and whatever, they're going to bring it to their own in-house team, and their in-house team is going to be assholes
And
to
they
them.
got an
And if they
argument.
can't prove it to their in-house team,
Yeah.
exactly. If they
They
can't prove it to their
argue
in-house
one
team,
another.
they're gonna be like, maybe this ain't nothing. So you know
Right.
what? Let's stop wasting money. Let's just let this go, because whatever this person has done, it hasn't been to that level yet. It hasn't been to that threshold. So we're just, if anything, Benzino, if you listening, you may still have one person that's still kind of watching you. But if you ain't hit that level, there's nothing for them to do, because they're like, we just thought he did something.
And to be honest, I'm not trying to be funny, but it might come out that way. To be honest, now you like lower level, lower tier as far as celebrities go. You out here look like you getting high on something. Who knows? You did used to hang with Stevie J. Heavy.
If he getting high on something, that's for the regular police. That's the local
for
department.
him. No, but this is the thing. This is why they not looking at him. Probably wouldn't be looking at him. You asking your daughter for money, so obviously you ain't getting no money for us to be looking at you in that kind of way. And if you fuck up one time when you on your ass, it's simple. Simple
or yeah, we on your ass, but it's not the federal government. It's, hey, just so y'all know, we did see him do
let me make a phone call.
And then he's good and gone. But on the Diddler side, if they took the time to put together a team of agents to do a raid for evidence, that means they knew something was
not one house, two separate houses.
I thought it was three. I thought it was New York, California, and
New York. But for right now, we can confirm it was two: Miami, LA.
All right. So and even with that,
that's where he do the most dirt. Because from what I'm hearing on these Gab Beach streets, tuning on my days. Sorry, shameless plug. But shameless. What I'm hearing is when he goes to New York now, whatever places he had in New York, I don't think he has those anymore. From what I understand is when he goes there now, he just stays in a hotel. You know, of course, a lavish hotel.
Yeah.
You know, apartment-like hotel. But the houses that I know for sure that they raided was Miami and LA.
Okay.
Then they brought in equipment, drones, freaking all the weapons.
Well,
they brought up
there's a mixed thing about that. The little information about me, I did work for DHS. DHS is the overall entity for HSI. That is not, as much as people think that it's kind of overboard, it is not necessarily that overboard, because one, if you are a celebrity, we assume that you are going to have security. Your security may not be able to distinguish between who's a good guy and a bad guy, let alone even if we come in uniform, there's kind of a weird little issue that can be a concern there. So it
doesn't even matter what level of law enforcement. That's just to be expected, period. Like, you just know they're coming in tactical form. You feel me? Like, it's obvious. If they're raiding the house, even on the state regular street level, when they raid a house, they come in full. So no, I don't think it's excessive force, because that's part of the procedure. You feel me?
That is true. No, that your statement that you made, that part is true, because if something goes wrong, the people that think they're supposed to be there, the people that are serving the warrant or the raid, want to make sure that majority of them, if something goes horribly bad, they're going to make it home, and y'all, the people that get raided, may not. That is overall show of force.
Yeah, I don't think nobody watching this show is worried about getting raided. We don't do them kind of activities over here. So it wouldn't be y'all. It'd be like, damn, they don't get, you know what I mean?
I don't do this job anymore, folks. I'm retired from it, but there's certain things that I do understand and fully understand.
But my point is, the point I was making was, because nobody thinks this too much. I mean, except for Misa Hilton, she thinks it is, because her babies was in there. That's grown men. That's grown men She thought it was excessive force, but
But
if you
let
know, then
me,
you know. So, but the point I was making is this, and I don't want to stray from that point too much, which
okay.
is this: the federal government invested money and resources into going into that man's homes.
True.
They're investing money and resources to even take it to a grand jury. That costs money.
Yeah, you got to get people there, and they got to testify, or they got to be presented to the grand jury to testify. So
Right.
yes.
So that costs money. And if a grand jury is going to be there, oh, shoot, I hate jury duty. But if the grand jury is going to be there, you best to believe they got to compensate them people. I mean, that ain't a high compensation, trust me, but they got to compensate them people for their time. And who knows how long the trial might take, and who knows how long they got to put these people up, because they can't have these people just wandering around in the streets now, can they? So it's a lot of money and resources that are put into these cases, and especially those with grand juries. So, Benzino, I'm going to say this to you. You should shut up because you don't know what you're talking about. I also have a godmother who is a district attorney. So I know a little, I got a little intel.
All right. Yeah.
About these things. Feel me? And I talk to my boo. Well, light skin. She's not light skin. She's Caucasian, but I call her light skin.
Interesting, but okay.
Listen, you gotta know her to understand it. She got a mean little bot when she walk up, and her hair real like blonde and like curly, and then just be like.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Listen,
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Shout out to my god mommy. Hi, god mommy. I love you. It's my boo right there. And I can, in her eyes, I do nothing wrong. So yeah, that's my boo. Anyway, but it's just some things I know about how the court processes work, and I do know the government, and especially not the federal government, is not wasting no money on a case that they cannot make. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm also going to say, with this grand jury situation going down, I did have a list of things that they are looking at that they found in the raid. Let me get to it, because this is very titillating. I was like, whoa, what? What? What?
I mean, it is from the Rolling Stones article, by the way, right?
No, this is from CNN.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, Mama switches her sources.
No problem. No problem. I'm just curious where this came from, because I just want to, I'm trying to, as you talk, I'm mapping things out of my mind, and I'm categorizing them.
I fall in love for different media sources. I like the more primary media sources overall. Rolling Stone is good. That article is good, and they did give some tidbits, but that's like not when it comes to this court stuff, and I wouldn't go there for that. So anyway, I'm trying to get down to because I don't want to go through the whole article, but yeah, basically, so they're talking about having accusers sitting in front of the grand jury. It stemmed from the human trafficking charges or whatever. But and so yeah, at first it was just Homeland Security, because that's the thing that they were focusing on, right? But after seizing evidence from out his homes, it's gone a little bit further. Now it's not only the trafficking, it's narcotic. It's hold on, and I'm gonna tell you what it got. It's narcotic. It's money laundering.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, we gonna find a way. One of these.
No, but that's kind of the thing with the federal government. Yeah. If they get a crack for one thing, they're going to take that one thing and to build that up, make that just one. The first thing is going to be the strongest thing, but then they're going to add every other. You like mafia stuff? Who was it?
This is a RICO
Teflon
charge.
Don.
This is why this is a RICO charge. But
Yeah, because other people involved. But no, who was the dude from New York who used to get off all the time, but then they caught him on like the simplest thing? Gotti, right? It
John
was
Gotti.
yeah, it was tax evasion, right?
Yeah.
After all the other stuff they couldn't pin, they got him on that.
That's because he put it all on Sammy the Bull. But
well, they didn't put something on Shine.
He said, nah, but Diddy ain't never put the amount of shit on Sean that Gotti put on Sammy the Bull. Gotti put bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies and racketeering and money laundering. Everything was basically, he kind of fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Dang. And I just had that word in my head because I've been thinking about these. I've been thinking about some things lately. And, you know, sometimes you got to do some self-reflection. But he's a master manipulator. And he like he knew that they was listening to him, so he was gaslighting the fuck out of them, just telling them what they needed to know, so that when it came down to it, the only problem was he didn't think that Sammy the Bull would hear those. He didn't think that Sammy the Bull would ever hear that, and Sammy did, and then that's when Sammy flipped on him. Crazy shit, but nah, yeah, that's a hard comparison because them motherfuckers was crazy. I mean, Diddy crazy, but I don't think their level of crazy, like in considering that's the mob. So it's only one of him that acts like that. It's all of them that act like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you're saying more of the numbers.
Shit, how many monsters do you need? I mean, you only need one, but they got a whole.
Yeah, okay. No, remember, we had it.
And let me say,
the whole mob stuff is foreign to me. So when you say I'm trying to compare it to what I think I know,
you got over there got control over that one monster too. That's where the money laundering comes in. But no, you don't hear me though. I'll be knowing some stuff. I don't tell y'all everything, but I'll be hearing little. I'll be listening. Okay. I'll be listening. I shout out. I'm like the fly on the wall. I have to be sitting there like.
Really though. Okay.
I'm probably that lady that's cleaning the fence for no reason. Good shit going on. Sweeping.
No, you keep me. I'm thinking about when you say stuff. It makes me think of stuff that I can relate it to. The way the TV show.
Going outside cutting the grass with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, like does it really take you that much? But no, and this is not nothing to do with anything. It's just that TV show that came out called The Cleaning Lady. I don't know if you ever. I watched the first episode, but basically she got involved in some mob stuff. But she was literally a cleaning lady, and they were like, "Hey, we'll give you this much amount of money to take care of these, blood stains." And she did it, and like she's a cleaner,
right?
But for real. But all right, moving on.
But no, yeah, I'm the lady outside cutting the front lawn because they outside fighting with a pair of scissors. I gotta cut my grass.
What is this lady doing? She knows.
Just sitting over there like.
Nah, you gotta have one, you gotta have a big hat on, and two, you gotta have your glasses. So they can't say you looking at them and they can't really tell which way your head is turned.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Don't encourage me, Doc.
I'm just saying, you may have to have the Jackie Onassis or no, the Lopes is too suspicious. You gotta be like Jackie O's, like you really care about your lawn.
I don't got no real low key. They'd be like, oh, and she trying to be cute too.
There you go.
While she being nosy. We see you being nosy.
Look. Hey, Miss Parker. We know you being nosy, Miss Parker.
Yeah, that probably would have been be out there. My water hose not even hooked up to the faucet. Just ain't doing water.
No.
But anyway, so yeah, it's the trafficking, it's money laundering, and it's the narcotic. That's basically what sums up what the case is going to look like in a nutshell, right? So let me get to. Okay, so here's what it says. This is where I wanted to be. So evidence includes video from Combs' residence. Federal agents are in possession of a video taken inside of the Combs residence, and inside of Combs' recently searched residence. A source said it's unclear whether the video was seized during the raids or whether investigators obtained the video from individuals they have been questioning. So that's one. So Cassie video ain't the only one.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know. They are contacted people they have they have found on the tapes. Lord Rod, okay, see, he get a little vindication. Oh, he get a little vindication. I'm sorry. No, we do not have an episode mentioning Lord Rod. I know what you get ready to say.
What?
That you don't want to talk about Lord Rod today?
Not at this point in time.
We gonna talk about. Listen, we got to. He was vindicated just now. Listen, Lord Rod told us that Diddy said he records everything.
He did. It is in the court documents. He did.
Cassie told us Diddy records everything. I even ran across this clip. Oh, I gotta find this clip. I even ran across this clip where a young man said he went and had dinner with Diddy, and Diddy told him that he had tapes on everybody.
Okay.
So little white, he like to hang out with them little white boys sometimes, and they can't hold water. I don't know why he be telling them his deepest, darkest secrets. Like if it come to them going to jail, they not going to turn.
Yeah, that would make no sense.
He do it every time. He do it every time, idiot. And he is smart to some extent. He know how to put some shit together, but he's a fucking idiot. So anyway, at least one male worker who claims he has been victimized by Combs has been questioned during the investigation. One source said, and adding that this individual was seen in footage that was in possession of the federal government. They pulling the workers now. In some of the lawsuits against Combs, accusers have alleged that they were informed after the fact that they were recorded having relations without giving their consent to being filmed. Combs has not responded to this specific accusation, but he dismissed all the alleged wrongdoing in the blanket denial he posted in December 22. Well, I don't think that he was ever going to come out and be like, you know what, I did it. So what? Sue me. I don't think that he was going to ever come out and just be like, I did it. I kind of figured when all of this started taking place, all these court cases started taking place, that he was always going to deny it. But it's kind of hard to ignore things, especially when they come in numbers.
I agree. It's hard if things come in numbers, it is hard to ignore them.
Right. So yeah,
there's nothing you can do.
It's hard to ignore it and say that it didn't happen when it's coming in numbers. Now, a list of the young ladies, a former fashion student, April Lampros, that's the one from the past week, the lawsuit from the past week. We got Crystal McKinney, which is the lawsuit he's involved in with his son. We got Joy Dickerson, who is the executive whom he got when she was younger. And fun fact, crazy part, did not know it, but I found it out today because of the Rolling Stone article, right? So, of course, when we're reading these court cases, we don't necessarily get the little fine tooth details. You feel me? So, and I told you, Rolling Stone is not playing. That's why I said the next show, we definitely going to have to go through this one. What I found out in reading that article is that how he met her was at a video shoot. where
Okay.
she put opposite him as a love interest in the video.
So now I'm curious what video this is.
I don't know. I gotta go find out what video it is. I'm going to get into it.
Is it I Got a Girl or the one with I need a girl to ride.
No, it wasn't his music. This was in the 90s. This was in the 90s because, well, you probably don't remember back when I did Joy's case, but Joy said that Sister Soldier told her to watch out for him.
Okay.
She said that in her case. And she said she didn't kind of comprehend what she was talking about, like, well, whatever. And so then that's when she met up with him to go on a date. And he gave her some lace smoke and some, she think, lace drink. That's the one I was working at the restaurant. Like, it's so many chicks. But yeah, Joy Dickinson, she was in the video with him at one point in time. Joy Dickinson also, by the way, has a case against Reed, and she will never see the light of day for the case that she has against Russell Simmons, because Russell Simmons is never coming back. And that's that. But she has multiple cases. And then you have the Cassie one, and then you have a few Jane Doe ones because they were underage. It's just so many cases. It's, oh my gosh, it's just so much. So if you have cases and numbers like in this case, it's kind of hard to ignore what's going on, and it's kind of hard to prove your case that you didn't do it, and especially when in some of these cases they brought evidence with them, hard cold evidence, and then you, like a fucking egotistical freaking maniac, decide not to get rid of footage.
That's a whole nother, it's not a whole nother story. It is one part that if you went out of your way because you know you did something, why not take it and get rid of it? If you're already that person and you acquire the truth, you can destroy the truth because the truth is just in your hands. Because after that, it's just a fight of he said, she said.
I want to bring another point up too real quick, because remember in Cassie's case, she said she deleted a video. She thought she had got rid of that shit. And that motherfucker, they got on a jet and he told her to come in and sit next to him. And he played her that video that she thought she got rid of.
But remember, also in the Lerod case, Lerod, I can't even use the word right now, explicitly says that he is a tech guy.
He does. Remember that? Exactly.
And if you a tech guy or tech person, there's once you put stuff on something things, there's almost no way to get rid of it. You can destroy the physical part of it, but if somebody can put that physical thing back together, it may not be as clear as day all the time, but you can still.
Hell, I still got a USB drive in here from freaking 2000 and I want to say 5 with some explicit material on it.
Well, I thought you were going to say, 95, 97. I'm like, oh, you was at Freaknik too? But
no, I wasn't at Freak. I couldn't go. I was a girl and I was too young. They wouldn't let me do that kind of stuff.
Like I went, I was your same. I went. I'm your same age, but anyway, continue.
You're a boy. You're a boy. I'm a girl. It don't work like that for us. Especially when you got parents who only have daughters that live in the house. It don't work like that. So, okay. You would understand if you ever had a daughter. People are predators, like the Diddler.
I don't doubt that, but I'm just saying that.
So you can't just be letting them go off into the sunset, just doing whatever. They can't be going to Freaknik. The next thing you know, they come home pregnant. It's a lot. It's a lot. So no, my parents wasn't letting me do that kind of stuff. And let me just say this. Yeah, I was out in these streets, but it was because I forced my way out there. My parents wasn't them kind of parents. I had excellent parents. But I just wanted to do what the hell I wanted to do because I was a knucklehead. But my point was this, we get back to this shit right here. I don't know what was wrong with me back then. I was an idiot. Now they like, Nigga, you don't go nowhere. I know.
Said, no, I
You be by yourself all the time. I know. It's a good life. It's a good life. It's a good life. Let me be at peace with who I am right now. That old me, she don't live here no more. But so I know how electronics work and all of that stuff because I'm big on technology myself. But I still got so it might distort or it might, but you could still get the information if you wanted to. But he does tech guy, and he is a narcissist. That was the word I was looking for. I told you it was going to come when I ain't thinking about it. He is a narcissist. He is a sadomasochist. He is a freaking madman. He is all of these things. Because why the fuck do you still got this? They got footage of the sex. They came to the sex worker and said, "Oh yeah, we got footage of you. What you want to tell us about this? What happened?" It's stories that are starting to formulate and build and be leaked. And I told you just about to be a crazy summer.
You did say that. You did say that. No doubt. You did say that.
This summer about to be so crazy. Y'all not going to know. I'm bringing it. Oh, I'm bringing it. I'm invested now. I'm invested because this about to be a crazy, crazy summer. Do you understand how many stories about to come out the woodworks? How many details?
There's parts that I'm like, yes and no. Because if I'm playing, well, shit, do I want to play that?
The Advocate?
I thought about it. I want to say that. I did want to say that, but I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to say it this way. In the environment we live in now, I do fear. Actually, I don't fear. In the environment we live in now, I do think there are other people that will try to jump onto this because it's still something that they can jump on. And I hope that if these people do jump on, it doesn't overshadow the authentic reality that some people unfortunately experience. Let me say it that way. Yeah. I was going to say devil's advocate, but I don't think I'm playing devil's advocate because there is enough of and truth behind everything that if I reflect back on that,
already been revealed though. This is why.
Yes, and that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
But I think that because we are dealing with the government and we are dealing with lawsuits, whereas though you feel me, they're gonna have to sit down and state they can. Even civil suits have juries. So that's something that's going to have to be decided in court whether or not all of these people are going to go. But a lot of these people that are telling their stories, the people that have sat down with CNN, is sitting down with the federal government, is sitting down with Rolling Stone. They're not receiving compensation. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they're telling stories. So that's why I say, can you imagine how many other stories about? Because not everybody gets compensated for the story that they're telling. These people are being compensated for their story.
I don't want to say devil's advocate, but I'm just saying in the environment that we live in today, I do think that there's going to be somebody, it may just be one, that the conversation is going to be clout, notoriety. And that's the one thing that I don't want to happen.
This is the thing about clout chases, though. You could kind of tell authentic from non-authentic. Okay. So again, that goes back to what I was just saying just now. What you were saying, I was piggybacking off of that, which is the people that are important are going to be able to weed out the real from the bullshit. A lawyer going to take a case, only going to take a case is if they feel like they could win that case. Sure. Feel like, not necessarily know that they can win the case, but feel like they can win the case. That's why they vet you before they even tell you, okay, we're going to take your case. I know this. I'm dealing with a lawsuit right now. I'm not going to show y'all all my paperwork. Well, I just finished one, and I got another one I'm still dealing with. So, they vet you before they even take the case, even if they not. And then in these type of cases, they ask for legal fees up front. Okay. It's not like injury lawyers where they be like, well, you don't pay us no money until we win. It's not like a malpractice. No.
Okay.
They want their money in advance, up front, close and personal. because those type of cases are a risk. They are high risk. Like they don't know if they're going to win a civil suit, so they can't say, "Well, we're not going to." Most malpractices, they know it's a chance, and that's why they vet you hard the way they vet you. So they're not taking a case that they don't feel like they can gain something. Now, I don't know about Mr. Blackburn. I can't say that, but not everybody is using Mr. Blackburn either.
Yeah.
Because Cassie damn sure didn't use him.
Sure.
So
I can respect that. It's
but these people who are talking aren't getting paid to tell their stories. This the second intern story I done heard in the last few months. The first intern story, because I wanted to say that too. The first intern story that I heard was you remember Teray that used to be on MTV?
Yes.
Him trying to get his cousin an internship with Diddy, and by the time he seen his cousin again, like, what's up with how the internship going? His cousin like, I ain't rocking with that no more. He get the backstory. Diddy done told the boy that he got to sleep with him in order to keep his internship. It's a him.
That's wild. I mean,
that's one person.
Consenting adults, I don't care. But
that's one person. Then it's a whole nother. They were like, yeah, they consenting because they're old enough in age, but they still at that teenage mark.
But still, it's the power dynamic, and I can shut down the rest of your life.
I'm not trying to break down what the fuck Diddy demonic ass was doing. I'm saying these are things that we know are facts. In the Rolling Stone article, another intern had the same experience, only this time it was a girl. And then he harassed her. Harassed the hell out of her. So I'm telling you this summer, and I predicted it before. I keep predicting shit. Nobody want to listen to me, though. I'm going to keep my predictions going. I'm not that I'm, a psychic or anything, but, they should have just a person. Well, yeah, I'm good at logical and critical thinking. So I look at things at how they look and not based upon how I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the math is mathing.
I can't doubt that.
The math is mathing. And every time I say something,
it happens. It's brought to light. It's uncovered. It's told.
Like, you can't. No, it's not that I can't. This is my job, so I do my job. And if it's going down, I'm going to do my damn job. But let me tell you this. And doing what I've been doing now I've been doing this a few months now, right? Covering court cases. You read enough court cases, you start to understand the jargon. One, it's crazy. Kind of weird. You kind of understand what's going on, and you can kind of weed out and the bullshit from the real. Like, it's some things that we read in the court case, I'll be like, what the? What? And then some things I'll be like, I've seen that pattern of behavior in this person because they've shown us already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like with Diddy, it's a lot of things that's being said, but he's shown us a lot of this behavior. And then the footage came out of him doing what he did to Cassie, and it's like, nigga, now everything she said in her case was true.
Exactly.
So now that I believe that everything in her case is true, I know what it looked like. But see, I've been reading enough. I said the nigga got 8 cases. And I done been through, 5 so far, going on 6. If I finish this one, 6.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the Combs tree overall, but yeah.
This one will be 6. I got 2 more to go. So I'm still in the one with him and Christian. So I got 2 more to go. It's 2 more after that.
Okay.
So then with that being said, if every time I read a case, I can pick out the patterns, and I'm picking out the patterns of each case, not what I perceive to be. No, the things that I said that happened. And I'm going to do that one day. I'm going to print out all the dockets and just go through the pattern of all the like characteristics in each case.
Okay.
Because if each case has all the same like characteristics, I just don't believe it's a lie. And in 2 of them cases, I got no, well, actually 3, I think, because it's one of the newer cases has evidence in it too. Pics photo evidence. So 3 of the cases have photo evidence and stuff, and then they done went in your houses and got the video footage. Why would not believe that you are the monster that they're saying that you are?
There's no doubt, no question about that, because you have not done anything to make people think anything different, and we've seen her reports, and then I'm still a regular person. If I hear enough of a rumor, that rumor, it may not be something that I can prove.
Right. It might not be too far-fetched.
Yeah, it may not be something I can prove, but I can believe it's true.
Right. I mean, but in this case, this not even rumors. This is like real life. This is really happening. This nigga got footage. That girl was running away.
Yeah, trying to get away.
She wasn't running towards him. She was running away from him, and he chased her down. He looked like he really looked like a thirst crazed beast or monster running down the hallway with just a towel on because she want to leave. Throwing face at her.
Too. If you look at that image in a certain way, that what was so urgent for you to get up in whatever state of clothing you're in?
None. A towel.
Proceed to run down a hotel, and maybe he does the thing where he rents the whole floor out. I don't know.
I mean, I could believe that part.
But then you still at a hotel with a certain level of people that go there, a certain level of customers that go there, that they probably make sure they ensure extreme proper security. So you kind of would know you're staying there because you like that there's cameras here, cameras there.
Right.
But you still have the gumption, the gall to get up in the state of clothing you were, holding the towel around you, running down to chase down a fully clothed woman who is proceeding to leave.
To evade you.
And then before she's able to get into the elevator, you grab assault. And then after the assault, it's not like it's one thing if you try to steal something from me and I'm just trying to get my watch back, my jewelry back, my necklace back.
No. He proceeded to drag her down the hallway.
And that's because I'm being honest, I looked at it in so many ways. And those are the things I'm like.
And then sat down, grabbed vases, and threw them at her.
Yeah. So there's no question, that was a complete issue of whatever type of rage issue, possession issue, abuse issue. Well, yes, all those things.
Freaking, I could go down the list of the things it is. But yeah, who are you that you feel so entitled that I gotta stay with you even though I don't want to stay with you? Never wanted to be with you, truthfully.
And then
that's the crazy part. I never even wanted to be with you. You manipulated so many things to make me be there. Now I'm trying to escape, and you're gonna come out here and try to make me come back. That's what abusers do, though.
Well, yeah, because there's one part too that I can reflect on a little bit and say, I think, and this is not me giving him any grace at all, he probably had a fear. Because because what's happening now, he may have feared it more because he thought she would have did it then, compared to, and this could be.
I think when she left him that final time, when she went with her husband, she got with him and she started living her life over there in Helen, and you kept harassing her and you kept antagonizing her, you brought that on your fucking self.
Yeah, think about it like this.
You could have left her alone. You, the abuser, could have left her the fuck alone.
And that still wouldn't have been right because he still should have to pay for the things he did. But in my mind, a little bit,
she probably wouldn't went after him if he would have left her. All she wanted to do was get the fuck away from him, but he
Yes,
kept
and no, that's
antagonizing.
the part I'm trying to say is her going away from him and not saying anything, and that might have been her escape plan. If I tell this man that I'm not ever going to talk about this, that could have been, unfortunately, the end of it. She wouldn't have got no reciprocity or anything. But I think escape plan that she may have executed was, if I tell you I'm not going to tell nobody and you just leave me alone, we're good. We're gone. I walk my way, you walk yours. But like you said, you
He couldn't
getting away
let
from
her.
me, I can't
He
let
couldn't.
you go.
He couldn't let her do that. The night, also, more that we find out, the more, because more details come out. The night that they came together to have a discussion about her actually moving on, them breaking up, is the night he raped her.
And that is,
So that's entitlement. That's because he got the money part. Well, from my understanding, he was spoiled his whole life because his mother did, whatever. But I mean, I'm guessing that's because his father passed, and you know what I mean. Sometimes us as parents, we try to compensate for the things that our children are missing.
okay.
I can honestly say that I know that I do that. It's probably why my daughter is spoiled. She would never though. She would never hit me. She know what time it is. Oh, sorry. But sometimes when we as mothers have children and something is missing from their life, something that is a key thing that is very important to their, upbringing, such as a father. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You try to overly compensate to make sure that they're good, whether that element is there or not. His father got killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like his father went out to get some milk and just didn't come back. So it's a possibility he could come back later. His father is no longer here. You know what I'm saying? So I weigh all those things in, but at the end of the day, I can't make an excuse for none of that. You feel me? That girl was trying to get away from you. It's footage like you got footage of you, the sex workers now. They got other footage. You feel me? So all of your misdeeds are coming out into the light.
Mm-hmm.
And them stories I asked you, basically I'm asking you, are you ready for them? Not because there's nothing we could do about it now. It's going to be some more stank stories, but you know how we get down over here too. The story don't make sense. We going to talk about it.
X.
And then we going to read their asses for filth, because what the fuck are you lying for? But yeah, I believe in my whole heart this summer is about to be a crazy one. This fall is about to be a crazy one.
How
It's
long?
probably
How long is it gonna be crazy? You think? Give me a guess.
I'm gonna be honest with you, probably the next 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
With the 3 or 4, do you think it's consistently the diddler, his fam, or his sons or son, or do you think it's going to expand the circle to involve other people who are of similar or close enough stature?
I'm gonna say this. I say 3 or 4 for him because they're gonna ride it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, you know what I mean? Like, especially when it comes to the criminal aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna try to wing this and ride it out as long as they can. Now, when it comes to this country, you have the right to a fair and speedy process, right? But I think you're going to use the postponements and all of that to draw it out. You feel me? On that side, I think that a lot of the civil suits that he has against him right now, all of them are going to be put on hold until they figure out that federal shit. You feel me?
I think it will work backwards because civil is more of the money
It
stuff.
is.
So I think that they would try to rush the civil to get the money for the people that are the victims, and
but it's
then
not
the final,
on them being able to rush it. It's on the court system being able to rush it. You feel me? And if you got that going on, it's like I just feel like they gonna put, and I think they're gonna put it on pause because what you find out is whether or not he going to prison, which changes the game on the money situation too. And if you got it's only but so much money. Listen,
he's a billionaire.
Listen. He already already had to pay Cassie, and from what I'm listen. He already had to pay Cassie, and from what I'm hearing, it's more than 30 million. Way more than that, right?
Okay.
So the millions do you think this man gonna have, and then he fighting litigation after litigation after litigation, and he got bills, and he got kids. I don't know why, like that money is dwindling. So if he not out here to make more money, they ain't gonna get no money like that anyway. So that's why the federal, because it's going to take a minute for litigation. He not settling with nobody else. He only settled with Casey. And if he got good damn lawyers, them lawyers going to prolong the fuck out of these cases.
These are they get day check. Of course. Look, I know I said it was going to be a week, but
these are civil suits, and they are the parties that are being sued. Now, the people over there that's suing them, they're going to try to rush it, but they're not going to try to rush it. So again, I think a lot of these cases aren't going, like, they're not going to be settled out. I don't think he's going to settle out with a lot of these cases.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, it's a few cases where they will get something, but it's a few cases like you got to bring the proof. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of these cases got proof in them now.
A lot of people can't bring proof from 1991.
True.
So again, it's strategy too. I don't think people understand when it comes to attorneys. That strategy is a motherfucker, and everything's about strategy. So if you are his attorneys, fuck being the whole court system. We just talking about being his attorneys. What do? You postpone until you can't postpone no more. You make that bitch linger out to you because y'all gotta pay out now, not them. Y'all gotta pay out. That's why that case with Lil Rod has been amended so many times.
Yeah.
These are the things you gotta look at. But the federal government is a little different. I mean, you know, that criminal type of thing is different. Their job is to try to get you as fast as they can.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they know they can get you.
Exactly. So I think the criminal case is going to go first. The civil cases are going to linger. And then we just going to see where it's at from there. Now, I'm not giving a prediction on how the cases are going to end. I'm just giving a prediction on how the process is going to go.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, either way, they can still sue as a state, whether he in prison or not. But it make their case a little bit sweeter if he goes to prison for the things that they said that he did.
All right. Here's my wild card question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's any attempt for him to flee the country?
Well, what I did learn in this process of the wiretap, since we've been doing this, what I have learned is as many countries as we think that they don't have extradition laws, they don't, right? But they do have the option to decide who they want in their country.
Yeah, because you have to have a visa to be in a certain country.
Right.
Yeah,
they don't even, like, even without even have license, just say you just coming to visit for a quick second, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
They meet you at no, you're not coming here. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta go. So with all the news travels,
mm-hmm.
And Compared to Russell, his is a little bit worse.
No, Russell's is worse, but
No,
and this
Diddy's is worse, not Russell's. Russell's is bad.
uh,
Russell's is bad, but now we talking about we got human trafficking, we got narcotic and not narcotic just on the user level.
can I make a joke about this?
Wait a minute, and one more thing. Let me finish my point because I'll be hating to lose my point. You got human trafficking, narcotic, then you got freaking thing, and I lost it just that quick. I try to stay money laundering. Then you gotta think he coming to somebody airport like I'm coming here to stay. I don't want you in my goddamn country, you fucking criminal. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And being as though he already greasing palms and trying to get shit together here, I just don't foresee it. I think they're going to get. I think before they let him out of this country, they're going to hurry up and get him first.
Okay.
I feel like that. Cause I don't want another incident where another nigga went to Bali and ain't never coming back.
I got a couple of jokes just in my mind I thought of real quick.
What?
First one was with the narcotic. What really is a level of personal use for a Diddy party? What he may consider personal use because of what he personally uses it for may not be the same.
Everybody in there got to walk around with a Prada bag full of narcotics. So I don't think he has a level of personal use. I think he used the whole shipment.
But that's the thing. When we consider you got enough for distribution, he may literally like, no, this is just personal use. I can prove it.
Look at my nostrils.
Look. Give me that Prada bag over there. This is all personal. Look,
this
that's the one joke. That's the one.
Keep it on them for when I need it.
My other one that made me think about.
Wait a minute, hold up though. So what's in the bottle, sir?
Look, personal use. Look, this is my brand. My brand. I use it
for my human trafficking.
my personal use. All right, so that was the one. This is my second one. That I thought about.
What?
You know why R. Kelly couldn't flee? He couldn't read.
No, that's a fact.
They would say, "Hey, Robert, just sign these. We got your passport." Da da da. What is passport?
That's how they got his money. Then he going Bank of America and throwing fits because he don't know where all his money went. You can't read, nigga. So, you done signed over all your rights. Now he's stuck because he don't got no money for real. So he doing little gigs here and there. Now they like, yeah, we got all your and he thought he was going to take his little girlfriends with him. But why they ain't read for him? They can read better than he can.
That would have made more sense. No, he probably if he was the way he was, he would have got mad for a woman reading for him though.
Yeah. Then he would
look, I don't care what it say. Robert, it says you about to go to jail. No, it don't.
Get in the room, bitch. Oh,
it would have been not, but that think about it, that fucked up could have happened.
For a week, how? Listen. All because she read something to him that was beneficial to him. But listen, my point is this. You don't have a girlfriend that can't help you out.
That's always true.
If you can't read, then that bitch should have been reading for you. Everything. Well, it says here, Robert. You feel me?
Exactly.
Fuck. It's the dumbest shit I ever. That's how you knew he wasn't too bright.
Look, come on. It says here, Robert. Shut up. You can't read. No, Robert. I can't read. You're the one that can't read. Well, you didn't write. I believe I can fly, Robert. You didn't write it either.
You sung it, and then somebody else had to write the words down that you had sung.
No, they just told you the words to sing. They didn't write down he had straight reference track.
That's the thing about R. Kelly, though. I will give him this credit, right? He didn't have reference tracks. He was the reference track.
That is true. That is due respect to that. Due respect
I
to
mean, that's one
that
thing
one small thing. Give him due
I'm
respect
gonna
for
get
that.
that dude. He just never write the song down. He just recorded it first and then sent it to somebody. Like, here goes the song.
Yeah.
But he ain't
Come
not.
on. What's this lyric right? What's this lyric you seen right there? I don't remember. You look freestyle that ad lib it.
Play to that.
Played in that. Played in that.
It's on there. You know what I mean? I sung it yesterday. All the words is there. He ain't write nothing though. Like he ain't write, but he sung them motherfucker.
Look, then it makes you think, why does R. Kelly have writing credits?
Because he put the words. He just didn't
No,
write
but
it.
it's funny
He
because
didn't
they
write
have
it
writing
down.
credits.
He didn't write it down. He just put the song together. And that's all you really need to do as an R&B dude. You don't gotta know how to read and write. You just gotta go in there and know how to push the button and be like, all right, I got a song for you.
There you go. There
You
you go.
feel me? That's how simple that shit was. Because I think that's where everybody get it confused too. Like, he couldn't read and write, so how he was making hits? Because you don't need to be able to read and write to make a hit song.
Yeah, as long as you know words and you can put them together and harmonize them, layer them, vocal them, vamp them, ad lib them, and construct a song.
There you go. You done wrote a song. You ain't write it down literally, but you wrote a song. You feel me? So yeah, I will give R. Kelly that. He wrote them songs. Even I Believe I Could Fly. He just didn't
write them.
Technically write.
He wrote them, but he didn't. No, he wrote them, but he didn't write them.
He wrote them, but he ain't write them. But he wrote them. He just didn't write them.
Right.
He recorded them and was like, "Here go your song, B2K." Bump, bump, bump.
Exactly. So, but yeah, those are the other things. I don't know. In my mind, I think the most craziest thing is if there is some type of interesting attempt within the next year or two of him trying to depart the country, because I think that'll be one of the most craziest things in my lifetime of hip hop, because his prominence, his awful dominance would be like, dude. But he would be like the one dude that leaked the government documents that never came back to America and they still trying to extradite him. It would be almost like to that level.
Right. I think if he going to try to make a run for it, the time would probably be now. And once they start announcing that they got to, they're about to have the grand jury sitting down with accusers. Now would be the time, not later.
It makes me think, because even I said, I'm like, with that whole Miami situation, was that like a quick little juke move that he was trying to do and he just got caught up too fast? He's like, yeah, I wasn't really trying to do that, y'all.
I was just playing.
I was just playing.
I was just playing. Yeah, if he going to do it, now would be the time, because once they start getting the most, you ain't going to be able to leave the country. They got some agents on your ass. They going to get you before you get to your destination.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
you gotta fly overseas, you're going to have to stop somewhere, refuel.
Well, he apparently likes yachts, though. You can make a move a certain way with that. But
okay, the American government got a Navy. Oh, they're gonna find it. They got Navy SEALs. They're gonna find it. Shit, fuck.
That's yes, but he and I'm not trying to give any advice, but he could potentially in a weird way pull that off. But the catch is too, he would be behind the 8 ball, because that means all of his assets would be frozen. He would not have
exactly. I was just thinking that resources, and always need the resources. And remember what I said. And they could just freeze his accounts.
No, that's what they would do. But
yeah, so
I think the difference.
Never mind, he already got shit he got to still pay for here.
Oh, he would just leave that. I think he would just leave that. But the difference to me is, I don't think at the level that he's enjoyed his life that he would be able to shift it to that downplay of a simpler life. Russell Simmons, unfortunately, oddly enough, could do that because he was always kind of that person too, though.
He was already into
all that nature and all that stuff. I don't think
he handled it. He used to being in the limelight and being in, everybody being around him and glorifying him and this, Daddy, that he ain't gonna have that out there where Russell at.
Or if he goes anywhere else. And that's the thing that I think about too. Like if he did try, his lifestyle adjustment would be such drastic
Woo.
that I don't think he would be able to manage it well enough.
I don't think
when I think about it, Russell Simmons could do that more because he was not as of that level.
He was already in his chi. Yeah, he was already in his chi anyway. And if you're going to go anywhere and get into your zen and your chi, Asia would be where you go.
So,
because you learn a lot of lessons out there. But no, I got a question for you about your thoughts about something, and that's the last thing I'm saying. And I'm going to get us up out of here. But do you think? One is, do you think Diddy could survive in prison, and what are your predictions of what that might look like?
Do I think Diddy can survive in prison? Well, if prison is set up the proper way, they will not let him become a victim.
Okay.
If it's set up the proper way. If it's not set up the proper way, would he survive in prison? Assuming that he would still have connections to certain things, he potentially could make sure that certain people are around him while he's in prison to ensure that the members that make sure he's okay, their families on the outside receive some type of benefit.
Do you think he would be having freak offs in prison?
Now that's a whole nother fucking story.
I was going somewhere with this doc. You just
no, I think you brought this up before because like he may enjoy being in there, but I
was
told
going
you
somewhere with this doc. You just
I dig it. I get it. I'm sorry.
Do you think you're gonna be having freak offs in prison? That's my question.
I don't look. Based on court cases and documents that we have read and we have seen, I don't know.
Do you think there will be some double stuffing?
I don't know. I don't know. I would hope not, but I don't know.
Ron not going to be there. Meek Mill not going to be there no more. And so, like, do you think he's going to miss Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Cuba Gooding Jr. will visit him. Let me put that on the books. I will say that. I will say, look, that's an easy one for me to answer. Look, it'll be a news report that comes out. Sean, also known as P. Diddy Combs, he was recently visited by Cuba Gooding Jr. Congo or not, I don't know.
Wait, then the reporter going to be like, it was a little weird.
Exactly. Look, they met in the conjugal visit trailer for Cuba Gooding Jr. visit to Sean Diddy Combs. Now, look, look, I can't answer that first one. I can't. No, I answered the first one. I can't answer the second one, but I'll tell you the third one. Cuba Gooding Jr. will potentially visit Sean Diddy Combs while he is in prison. I will say that. I will say that at least.
Here's Doc's answers. He going to survive in prison if the system worked the way the system worked.
Okay.
He don't know if it's going to be some double stuff.
I don't.
He don't know if it's going to be some double stuffing going on up in there and a couple of freak offs. He don't know about that part. And he knows for sure that Cuba Gooding Jr. is coming to visit Diddy in prison.
Yes, that last part, I will stand on that. I stand on business with that one. I will stand on business with that one.
Oh, gosh. Look, okay.
He'd be like, my name was on everything else you was involved in. My name need to be here too.
I might as well be here too on the list.
Yes, boy. There's a party in the prison. I'm coming to visit.
Right. Like Cuba, you can't even get past the gates. They're gonna let me in. Don't worry about it.
Mr. Cuban Gooding, you sure you want to be here? You kind of supposed to be here, but you're not here. You sure you want to visit here?
It all them times. Why'd you even here?
I don't care what you say.
Like, I told you he was weird, Dad. He was weird.
Why visitation got me and him during the same hour? I'm sorry. If anything, I will say, number one, if the system works as supposed to, look, you recapped it though. If the system works like it's supposed to, he should not have anything bad happen to him overall. And then with the caveat, if he still has some money somewhere and he can ensure that his safety is assured by, let alone the guards, but also the other inmates, that's one thing.
And it's some double stuffing and freak offs is going to happen in there.
I do not know. I do not care. I cannot say.
I know. It's going down. He's going to be a little Rodney too. It's going down.
But the third question the third thing I said, I don't know if you asked me, Cuban Gooding Jr. is going to visit him. He will visit.
Not conjugal visits, though. I gotta erase that out of my mind now. I'm gonna be
thinking about double stuffing. And you mad because I said they had conjugal visits?
No, because I'm gonna be really thinking about that shit and laughing about it all the time. Like, oh my gosh, they having conjugal visits.
Because you know he gonna visit. He show up all the time. He's like the backwards Where's Waldo. Because look, you can't play Where's Cuba Gooding Jr. Oh no, he's at a Diddy party. We know that. There's never no guess where Cuba Gooding Jr. is.
Christian said, I'm not coming, Dad. He's a weirdo.
Look, for real.
I can't. He's weird. Like, who all's over there? Like, that is a question you got to ask. Like, who all's over there? Oh, Cuba's there. Yeah, I think I'll come to the next one. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Like, that's how you got to get. Yeah, I think I'll just be at the next one. All right, let me get to these love notes right now. We've been going on, and I had to turn in the comedy hour. That's how we get down up in here. But I'm just saying, like, I had questions.
No, it's only comedy because there's a lot of truth in it.
I just want to know the answers.
But if his name did not keep popping up, it's almost like a Jeopardy question. The person that shows up at the Diddy party, who is Cuban Gooding Jr.
All right, it should be on Jeopardy
for 400, Alex.
Who gonna be at? I'm taking. Who gonna be at a Diddy party for 800, Alex?
Yep, exactly. You know the answer. You know the answer.
Every event, even the ones he's not invited to. Who is Cuban Gooding Jr.?
Exactly. Daily double. Oh, daily double stuff. Here you go. See all the connections? The dot.
Oh my gosh. All right, let me get to these love notes because I can't do this with you no more tonight.
While you do love notes, I'm gonna do the Maria up real quick.
It's too much. I can't. Not tonight. All right, I gotta take my trash out too. All right, love notes. So how do we come to love notes? I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. We used to go back and forth. Then finally we came to the compromise and we started calling it show notes. He also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I beg to differ. I did not. It was a lot of papers though, with a lot of cities and states on there. So we compromised. Now it's love notes. And now I have gone green, baby. And yeah, that's how we do it now. So he can't talk about my stack of papers no more because he was pushing it. Like, really? You got jokes? Let me get to these love notes real quick though. All right, love notes. Thanks for all of the love. It's all love. Shout out to my top 7 because I haven't changed that yet. I'm changing that tomorrow. United States, United Kingdom, India, France, Canada, Belgium, and China. Specifically Brussels, specifically France. Hi, babies. I love you. Hi. Hey. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, honeys. I love you too. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, and Nepal, Ireland, and then Nepal. I love you all. Hi, babies. I love you. Ireland, my bad. I'm sorry. Barbados, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, babies. I love you. Last but not least, Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, and Lithuania. Hi, honeys. Thank you for all of the love, man. Thank you for all of the love. Listen, this list be getting me pumped. I'm updating tomorrow though, because I'm getting tired of saying China twice.
Right.
Twice. Because China shot up out of nowhere on the list, right? Out of nowhere. Um, and then when they shot up, I didn't have time that day to update, and then I've been forgetting and forgetting and forgetting, and so yeah, I'm on top of things this week though. I ain't playing. I told you I was going to change um the signage, the banner. I did that. I did that. You feel me? So I got to work on that next. That's my next thing to work on. Doc said we are worldwide. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, don't diddle. Don't, please don't. Oh, or double stuff. Stay out of that. Stay, 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 stay out of that activity. It's not good for your soul. I'm trying to tell you, it's them monstrous people. Remember, you can always join the conversation. Number 443-780-5978. 443-780-5978. You can call in, you can text, and all that good stuff. I don't really trip about dropping the link too much because some of y'all crazy anyway. You want to come on the show? You want to come on the show? You want to talk to me about some business? You want to say hi? You got some gab that you can send my way? I be listening. And then sometimes I spill it on whatever. I be hearing stuff. That's all I'm going to say. But contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We need every like, every share. Actually, like, it's actually the free way to support this show. It don't require money. Just to, I like you. And so I could be like, hey, I like you too. Yeah. We do not take requests on this show. It's two main reasons. One is every video that I've ever played on this show thus far, I've had permission to play. Written, visual, and audio, freaking electronic. I got it. I don't play videos without permission. Two, on Fire Fridays when my DJ steps in the building, he does his own thing. I don't tell him what to do. He does what he does, and I let him rock out because that's the dynamic we got here ambitiously. We don't try to hold nobody captive. Shout out to Ruth Casey. Nobody do that. So it would be unfair of me to take all y'all little requests and then come to him and be like, can you put this in the mix? No, I'm not doing that. Let him rock out. Enjoy the show. It's a good damn show. Stop playing with us. And that's that. Y'all, I'm going to say this every time because I don't care at this point because I mean this. Join our coffee community so I could cuss whenever I want to. I could give y'all all the gab and all the stuff we need to know, and I could say it without being censored. I want to cuss. Plus, I want y'all to join the Discord because there's some things I want to talk about. And I feel like we can go in depth, and then I can hear from y'all, and y'all can hear from me, and we can just be one great grand old community. That's my vision anyway. Do that. Join the coffee community. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Yeah, baby. And again, big shout out to my DJ. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Go DJ. Oh, my bad. I'll be going on. Shout out to Ruth Casey. That's my DJ. And let us know how y'all feel about these mixes, man. And go over to the radio station and listen to the full hour-long mix, and then come back and tell me again how you felt about it. I just want to know. He want to know. All right, I'm gonna put this on the screen, even though I don't know why I have to do it. It's on the screen the whole time during the whole day on the show. Y'all know how to get up with me and Cash App. Everything is coordinated. Coordinate. Ambitiously, $ambitiouslyent.com. That's that. Yeah, you gotta coordinate. You gotta coordinate. Doc said top flight, catch the vibe. Also in the near future, you can in the near future, you can catch Cuba Gooding Jr. visiting your local penitentiary where Sean may reside. Oh my gosh, he is on the visitors list for real. He is on the list for real. I cannot with you.
What?
Oh, hi, mother-in-law, honey. I see you. Shout out to Miss Rebecca Marcus. That's mother-in-law. Hi, boo books. She in the building. She gave us some love. Thank you for hitting the like button, boo boo. But yeah, not the penitentiary. Now he on the list.
Look,
Let
there's
me
a couple things. I know I'm gonna be black. I know I'm gonna pay taxes. I know I'm gonna die, and I know Cuba Gooding Jr. is gonna visit Sean P. Diddy, the Diddler Combs, at your
let me
local
find out.
penitentiary.
He gonna have a lifetime pass. Oh
Look,
my gosh.
what
I
you say
can't.
earlier,
What
there's a pattern to certain things, right?
it is. And Cuba got one. Oh, Cuba got one. Got one. And now we understand why Christian and them don't never want to stay on the yacht when Uncle Cuba come over. That's all I'm gonna say. It gets weird. It gets weird. So they just go to their little bungalows. Dad, we'll see you later for the tomorrow night party. Cause it's weird. Um, Yo, we gotta get up out of here. Man, Doc, you're crazy.
No, I'm not. Look, if I'm crazy, you are right along with me, and you allow me to be crazy on the platform. You allow me.
Listen, let me tell you this about me. I have never been. Me and my daughter say this every month because I have to call her crazy all the time too. And she'd be like, "Well, I came from you," and I'm like, "Which is why you crazy." Listen, we not in denial about my nutness. I'm crazy. Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
crazy. I want Harley Quinn's in my chat.
Okay.
Crazy. Anyway, I got some things to say real quick. Mind your business, except for on Media Mondays. Well, I'm gonna tell you everybody's business because that's what I do on a Media Monday. It's fine. I'm nosy. I did good this week on the tap, and I ain't tell nobody business this week. I don't think. But sometimes, sometimes, and then come here for the wiretap where I'm definitely telling your damn business if you broke the law and you brought harm to somebody that you did not even have to do that to, but you wanted to be a narcissist and a sick individual. So I had to do, now I have to reverse your narcissism on you and show you what kind of person you are. Hold the mirror up into your face and tell you what kind of person you are and tell the rest of the world too. That's what I'm going to do. I vow to do that. Yeah, but other than that, mind your business. Safe way to live your life. Love your babies, hug your babies, tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. Like they need to know that it is your job to encourage them, love them, nurture them. It's just your job, so do it, you fucking idiot. But whatever. I go off the hook on that line on a Wednesday. I don't know what that like what that is. Why I go off right there on a Wednesday, but it is your fucking job, so do it. If they want it, no. Ooh. The tap in. Harley Quinn plus the Joker equal tap in. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know. Because you with me, so are you the Joker? I don't. Possibly.
I just got jokes I want to say.
So you could be the Joker or the Riddler because you always riddling me. Riddle me this. But my bad. Went on a whole tangent.
Riddler sounds too close to Diddler. I'm no Diddy.
All right, my bad. We'll go back to the Joker. Anyway, but encourage them babies. If they want to work for NASA, tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever it is that they do over there at NASA. We know it's space. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best pit boss, NASCAR driver, pit crew member, freaking commentator, engineer, whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. All I know is they got a need for speed. And at one point in time, they used to love muscle cars, and I love muscle cars for life. So if they want to do anything, whatever it is they want to do, just make sure you tell them that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. Just let them know that. Yeah, I'm putting Harley Quinn and the Joker back on the screen because I like the season. Harleys and stuff on the screen. Anyway, but I gotta tell you something. Stay in your lane. Stay not you. You already know what I'm about to say. But then stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Oh my gosh, I just went into real hard because stay in your lane. Okay? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Because if you jump in my lane, you're gonna get high. You don't want her. It's not nice. She can be quite bitchy from time to time, sometimes even a little evil. You don't want her. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly and all that good stuff. You just want to rub on her fur and stuff. And then probably more than likely her. Hey, you big purr. Hey, you big purr, bitches. Sorry, my bad. Hey, you big purr. Harley Quinn. Anyway, hey, you big purr. Because when Cat is purring, Cat is a happy girl. But you don't want that first one. She's leave her where she at. And what usually happens when you jump to other people's lanes is a collision. And who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. And we don't need that for we. So you just stay in your lane. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle to be fought. Sometimes you got to forego the battle to worry about focus on the war. And Mobb Deep told y'all, they've been telling y'all for the longest now. They was like 19 when they told y'all this. But they said that there is a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. I'm not going to do the rest. Y'all know I want to do it. I'm not going to do it, though. I promise. I want to, though. Bad. Be who you are. So at the end of the day, don't worry about the battle, worry about the war. Be who you are. Be exactly who you are. Don't let nobody tell you who you're supposed to be, because there's a lot of people out here, baby. They're trying to tell you, like, you need to do this, and you need to do it like this, and you need to be this way, but maybe that doesn't work for you. So do what works for you. Be who you are. Be authentic to you. And that is that. Those are my words of wisdom for the evening.
What?
Doc, thank you, sir, for another entertaining night.
Kat, thank you for having me. I always appreciate it. I got one last thing to say.
Oh, no, I'm scared. What you got to say?
So, 112, they have a song featuring Nelly. 112 was on Bad Boy. I think the song was commissioned by the Diddler for Cuba Gooding Jr. You know what song I'm talking about?
No, what song is this?
What a party at?
Oh,
we're getting Chris for all of that. Hey, what a party at? Think about the chorus.
I would have thought that he commissioned the song by 112. We could do it anywhere, but whatever.
No, that was his personal song.
Oh. You know what? I ain't got time for you. I'm getting out of here, Doc. Thank you, baby. As usual. I ain't got time to be messing with you. You get me in trouble. Doc. All right, y'all. We got to get hold on. Let me get my life together. I see messing with you. I can't even get my life in order. Oh, that was his personal song for when they. Okay, all right. Anyway, so anyway, y'all, we got to get out of here. Good night. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. Doc, no Brazilian man without the Brazilian girl there. We not Brazilian, y'all. It's an inside joke. You won't get it. You won't get an inside joke. But anyway, y'all be safe. Stay out of trouble. And we got to get out of here. Bye.
Oh,